Stop correcting your spouse in front of your kids. A lot of parents do this. When your husband or wife is correcting your child, you will come and you will say stuff like, don't mind your father. Or, honey, stop it. Honey, don't do this. Honey, don't do this to my child. You even hug the child while your spouse is trying to correct the child. What you're doing, you're damaging that child. And you're not only damaging that child, you're being disrespectful to your spouse, whether be it your wife or your husband. As a couple, you're supposed to do things together, especially disciplining your kids. We have to use wisdom. I understand that for us women, there are most times that, the way we feel towards us, our children, is different. The men don't feel that. But let me tell you, the man has a role to play in that child's life. He's the one that when he speaks, those children can stand still and say, Daddy has spoken. They can have like that fear and reverence in that home. And when you interfere with that, you will make those children not to grow up properly. You make them not to grow up the way they are supposed to grow up. Peace, be still. The Bible says you have to be still and trust your spouse. Don't marry a man that you don't trust to take care of your child. I understand a situation where the husband is being abusive. That is a totally different situation. I'm talking about a situation where a husband is trying, or a father is trying to correct his child, and you come in and you're trying to stop it in front of the child, making the child to run to you and hug you. You hug the child, come to me, and you hug the child, you kiss the child in front of. What are you doing? Like, what do you think you're doing? This is the height of disunity. This is the height. That same child is going to turn against you. It's going to turn against you because you think you're trying to pamper the child and trying to bring them. No, you're destroying them. Allow your spouse to discipline. And husbands, allow your wife to discipline. Wives, especially, allow your husbands to discipline. It's their role to discipline. I know some of them can be hard, but there is a way. Why don't you talk to your spouse after? Why don't you call and say, honey, the way you discipline these children, I don't like it. Or let's look for a way to discipline them. Maybe you shouldn't do it this way. Talk to him behind the scenes. Don't talk to him in front of your child. And those children will disrespect. They will feel like their father does not love them. You are the one that loves them. So we need to be careful when we are doing this. A lot of these things it's happening. I grew up in such an environment. And a lot of people do this. And it's not right. It's not correct. We need to be united in disciplining our kids, because those kids, they need both of us to be united. If not, they will sow disunity, knowingly or unknowingly, into your marriage.